United States Secretary of Defense Chuck Hagel defended the decision to swap 5 Taliban detainees for Army Sergeant Bowe Bergdahl. Now, this is the first congressional hearing since the May 31st exchange. CCTV's Jim Spellman joins us now with more. Jim.
Hey, Elaine. Hagel said the decision to swap prisoners for Bergdahl was difficult and imperfect, but that when all factors were weighed, it was the right thing to do.
Facing questions before a U.S. House of Representatives committee, U.S. Defense Secretary Chuck Hagel defended the Bergdahl deal.
I want to make one fundamental point. I would never sign any document or make any agreement, agree to any decision that I did not feel was in the best interest of this country, nor would the President of the United States, who made the final decision with the full support of his national security team.
Hagel pushed back at critics of the deal who say the 5 Taliban detainees released to Qatar in exchange for Bergdahl could return to the battlefield.
In the case of these 5 detainees, the security measures Qatar put in place led me, as Secretary of Defense, to determine, consistent with the National Defense Authorization Act, that the risks they pose to the United States, our citizens, and our interests were substantially mitigated.
Hagel didn't directly address the murky circumstances surrounding Bergdahl's capture, circumstances that have led some of his fellow soldiers to label Bergdahl a deserter.
No charges were ever brought against Sergeant Bergdahl, and there are no charges pending now.
An investigation is underway. Hagel was questioned about reports that soldiers died while searching for Bergdahl in Afghanistan.
I have seen no evidence that directly links any American combat death to the rescue or finding or search of Sergeant Bergdahl. And I've asked the question. We've all asked the question.
Hagel said that when all factors were considered, the deal was the right thing to do, even if it wasn't the easy thing.
The circumstances surrounding my decisions were imperfect, and these decisions that have to lead to some kind of judgment always are. The President is in the same position, but you have to make a choice. You have to make a decision.
This hearing won't be the end of the questions regarding Bergdahl. According to the Washington Post, Bergdahl was discharged from the U.S. Coast Guard in 2006 while still in basic training. Friends of Bergdahl tell the Post it was for psychological reasons. This is bound to make some wonder how Bergdahl ended up in the U.S. Army in such an important combat position, Elaine.
All right.